shitting me? All I did.
Okay. I think I'm back. Okay. I think I'm back. I am not entirely sure what happened there. For some reason, everything just stopped. The computer like hard locked up, which was weird, but I have no explanation for that. But maybe I had something running in the background and the computer just got overwhelmed or something. I don't know. So I don't know. My hard drive's getting old too, so maybe I'm just having issues with that. But it was a weird crash. Anyways, I am back. Welcome back. Sorry. That happens. The worst part about all this is the worst part. Is guess what? You're never gonna believe this. It's empty. I didn't save, remember? No! All the predictions. It's a good thing we have a recording of this, huh? Ugh. Alright. Well, let's go to my channel here. And, go to my channel here. Go to our videos. And, go to my channel here. Go to our videos. Inception. Go to our videos. Inception. Alright. Not that one. This one. Oh, wow. It just like crashed. Alright. Let's get this list rewritten here. I am a Speedy Gonzalez. No. Need you to be a larger font. Okay. Maybe a bigger font. There we go. That's going to have to do for now. Ah. Oh my god, I cannot spell. So that's where I left off before we crashed. I don't think that's a bad little list. So we'll go ahead and we'll save that. Okay. So now we're good. I won't be crashing. All right, so we're good. All right, so I think that that's a pretty good list. I mean, there's probably more we could talk about, like what Ubisoft's up to, or something along those lines. But I feel like you're going to get the usual reveals of something like a Star Wars or some extensions of like a Marvel game or something like that. A lot of the usual type of stuff. So trying to figure out what the new weird stuff's going to be is kind of hard. There's always going to be some stuff. So I was thinking out of this list, this is stuff I'd kind of like to see. Plus a few other fun things. Obviously not a wish list per se, but like, if I was a gift sub betting guy, this might be where I'd put the money. Obviously some of this is like, will you ever actually say this stuff? But like, it is what it is. So, all right, let's close that out. I think that's pretty good list on there. All right. And then, while I did just restart the stream, I am actually going to get up and stretch, take a break anyway. The previous stream was like, 2 hours long or whatever. Let's see, how long was it actually? Yeah, it was 2 hours long. So, yeah, we'll get that going here. So, first things first, I gotta take a break and pee and stuff. Then I'll come back. We'll look at the horror game stuff, and we'll carry on. So, see you in just a moment. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. Fixing some stuff. Get some music going here. All right. Well, I am back. Yay. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So, yeah, that was Summer Game Fest predictions. I feel like this year's going to be interesting, I think, because we don't know what to expect anymore. You know, Microsoft is kind of being a bit different now. They've become more of a game publisher instead of a software or hardware maker. Sony seems to be content with making one game a century, and then remastering everything else. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I mean, Nintendo launches the Switch 2. What's coming after that? We don't know. And then, of course, what's going to happen with third-party developers is anybody's guess. But I'm willing to bet that there's probably going to be a few surprises that, like, people just won't expect and be very pleasantly surprised at. There usually is. You know, Keighley does kind of try to play down his events lately, but he usually tries to at least have something. But I'm going to imagine that the bulk of the major announcements are going to be indie and AA. I don't think you're going to see as much AAA as you'd like, just because of how expensive everything is right now. So yeah, so that's Summer Game Festy, which, you know, it's good. It's good. Looking forward to seeing that. So, all right, let's move on. We are going to watch Horror Game Awards Summer Showcase 2025 or something. Let's see here. Yeah. I think that's actually this guy, right? You hit this button and you go, Horror Game Awards Summer Showcase 2025. I don't know if that actually echoes or not, but you know. Anyway, okay. Nope, we want that guy. All right. So I feel like we're going to be doing it this way. We're going to shrink this down a little bit here. There. That way we can make it way bigger. And still visible. Well, we'll do that. All right. So with that, let's pause the music. Get to the watching. We'll skip ahead a little bit though. Ooh, lovely.
Hello, and welcome to the Horror Game Awards Summer Showcase 2025. I'm Phil.
I'm Ash.
And I'm Will.
And we have a fantastic show ahead of you tonight. It's been a while since the awards, and we've got loads of games stacked up that we just can't wait to show you.
Yeah, in today's Festival of Horror, we'll have over 100 game trailers with up to 50 world premieres.
But we're going to kick things off with our first segment of 11 trailers that are of games that have already come out that you can play right now. So let's take a look.
Allow me to welcome you to the Smyrna Corp family. All we need is a signature and blood sample to finalize your contract. Can't spell NDA without DNA. Now, I'm sure you must be a little intimidated, but rest assured, you've made a great decision by joining Smyrna Corp. You'll join a team of passionate professionals.
There we go.
Work with industry-leading technology. Explore a vast, newly renovated office. Enjoy generous dental benefits.
Oh, that's lovely.
And much, much more. for?
Human Resources. That's a good name. Eh. These kind of games are hit and miss.
We have lost all contact with headquarters, but this will not affect the mission ahead.
Okay.
Remember, survival is, of course, expected.
Available on Steam. Okay. Not sure about that one. This feels like it was the same engine that this feels like the same engine from what was it Spooky's Haunted House or whatever. Also, that is interlacing. That image right there, that's why it looks like it's like line doubled with scan lines. That is literally interlacing. Orderman and the Cult of Cthulhu. That's $3. I guess that's not so bad. Is this buckshot roulette but with cards? Okay. That didn't seem very horror to me. Well, it's on 1080. Real Gods of Asteria. It's like a Lovecraft train. The Alien Cube. That could be interesting.
Achieved with CryEngine.
I haven't seen that in so long. It's pretty. That lasted very shortly. The Land of Pain.
Achieved with CryEngine.
Great. The dude's cranking out games, huh? Pitts Games.
Before setting up the cameras, take a look around. Let's see if we can find any trace of Lisa and Ben.
Oh, this is just paranormal activity and
Areas with the highest electromagnetic activity.
that was a Paranautica or whatever.
Your eyes open. That house is hiding something dark.
No, it's creepy smiley guy. Yeah.
He feeds on our despair.
Everything repeats.
It never ends. Before setting up the cameras, take a look around.
Backrooms.
It's been a long, long time since anyone's seen anything like this. But you, all of you, I mean, you're not supposed to know. Now, why don't we play a little game of chess?
I feel like people miss the point of the backrooms. Like, the backrooms are scary because there's nothing there, which sounds counterintuitive, but like, the backrooms are supposed to be empty. It's where things that are forgotten go, right? And like, the moment you start introducing creepy monsters and all that to it, it just kind of, you're not afraid of the backrooms, you're afraid of the monsters. Like, it just seems like I don't know, like it seems kind of silly. I mean, I suppose to make these games interesting, you have to have spooky stuff like that, but like, I don't know, it just looks really dumb to have the monster roaming around, and I don't know, there's got to be other ways you can do a backrooms game and just make it really like scary and unsettling. These just seem kind of silly.
Do not be afraid. Your end will not be a tragic one.
Also, the Half-Life 3, or Half-Life 3, I'm wishful thinking. Half-Life 2, Gordon Freeman narrative opening type thing is just a little...
Fun.
Cool 1980s logo. I've never heard of this one. Sick music. Huntsville. Yo. Is this Punch-Out, but with monsters? Now this looks cool. This is out? Okay, that's cool. I like that.
And there we go. That was just a taster to whet your appetite. We've got so many more games coming up. And for our next bunch of trailers, we're going to kick off with Dark Mass, which is Resident Evil but underwater.
Peggy 18.
So, like, Deep Fear. By the way, speaking of games that Sega could be revisiting, but Denver probably will.
This place has been buried for centuries. Today is our chance to discover what no one else has seen.
Reed, do you copy?
Loud and clear, Alice.
The earthquake has turned everything upside down. You won't believe what I'm seeing. Hey, drop me a crowbar. I'm gonna try to get in. I'm hooking up the camera now. Let me know if you're getting the feed.
Behind you! There's something behind you!
I've never seen anything like this before. What was that? I think I'm not alone down here.
It's underwater and it's running.
I think we've unleashed the curse.
I mean, it looks cool, but that one part was a little weird. Not really sure what about the controls was supposed to be weird. The trailer didn't really show that. Let's speed this up a little bit. So it's a monster shooty bang bang game. Okay, we'll try that a little bit on speed. Instead of being a horror, it's becoming comedy. I've seen games like this before. Oh, that's got potential. Avail? A lot of emphasis on puzzles.
Hello, Jacob.
In the depths of the world, where light fades and danger rises, I chose the most dangerous job in the world. Not because I wanted to, but because someone has to.
We need to get someone down there to fix the propeller, now!
I'm an underwater welder. Keep the bridges standing, the dams from breaking, oil pipes from leaking, and the giants of the sea from sinking into the abyss. 1 meter down, you lose 1% of your chance to survive. I live on the edge of life and death, months away, lost in the vast, dark ocean. No one knows what's down there. Maybe nothing, maybe something worse. This job doesn't just need skill, it needs nerves of steel. I miss my family, my wife, my little girl. Because down here, one mistake, and you're never coming back up. It's not just a job, it's a life, a battle, a fight for survival. Welcome to the depths. Welcome to my world. Well diver.
Okay, interesting concept. Maybe a shooter. Yep. I don't know if I like the level design in this. This is...
And we've still got more games for you to see, like Phase Zero, which is an upcoming 90s-inspired survival horror game that runs in an episodic narrative. Check it out alongside all the other trailers that we've got for you in this next section.
Oh my god. I mean, that's as Resident Evil as Resident Evil gets.
Phase Zero.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one before. This actually looked interesting. I know there's the demo. I mean, you can call it a rip-off of Resident Evil, but honestly, I think it's pretty good flattery at this point. Because even Capcom's not making that kind of Resident Evil game anymore. High School Dirty Secrets. Could be a fun one. It's pretty looking. Huh. Painted in blood. This has like Faith vibes to it. Jesus Christ. cool looking, but oh, creepy. A lot of those haunted, spooky multiplayer games just feel like really gimmicky. Streamer bait is usually what I hear them called. What is this story? Micro Pros? I'm gonna be honest, I love Command & Conquer, and this looks kind of cool.
I want you to wish list angry. Groovy.
Only if it's got cheesy cutscenes like that in it, though.
Security system offline. Hostile anomalies detected.
Whole site got fried, but this will help you get through.
Okay. Would not, I guess that's an SCP game. Has potential.
It's already been several days since Hannah left. And then that was
Okay, I have been waiting for an update on this game. I was so excited to play this last year, and I was really disappointed when they got it. When they announced that they were going to delay it, but
mysterious boy. Where are you, Carol?
Yeah, I've had this wishlisted since last year.
Games there. Let's continue the show.
I've had it wishlisted since last year, and it's, yeah, it looks really, really good. It really evokes that whole, like, 80s, like, 80s Don Bluth, like, just the early Disney type of, or earlier Disney type of, like, imagery with, like, the visuals and everything. So, like, I think it looks really cool. So I'm pretty excited about it.
And look at 10 more trailers, starting off with SSR Wives, The Murder of My Winter Crush.
This looks like it could be interesting. Oh. That looks cool. Uh-huh.
Peggy 18.
Corpse all hanging headless and limp, bodies with no surprises. The blood drains down like the devil's rain. We'll bathe tonight. I want your skulls. I need your skulls. I want your skulls. I need your skulls. Demon I am in face I pit. See your skin.
She really likes skulls.
I've gotta have you on my wall. Gotta have you on my wall. Cause I want your skulls. I need your skulls. I want your skulls. I need your skulls. Whoa, whoa. Collect the heck with his nose and put them on my
What a song, huh? Not really a song I think I'd want to promote a game with, but you know, it works.
I want your skulls. I need your skulls. I want your skulls. I need your skulls.
Forgive me, my son, and forgive this world. The corpses of saints rot on cursed ground. Temples lie in ruins. There is no God anymore. Satan sits upon his throne. But hope for salvation is not yet lost, as long as one warrior of God still breathes. Set
Breathe
forth
this.
on your journey. Take neither bread, nor water, nor weapon. Only faith shall guide you. Sever your left hand if doubt clouds your mind. Sever your right hand if fear consumes your heart. You must destroy the very essence of evil. This is now your blessed burden.
Another shooter game. That's not gonna show you.
This forest has many secrets. A lot of perils you have to overcome. But don't despair, because you're fighting for the side of the light.
Yeah.
Destiny awaits you.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that one.
Emily? What the hell?
Oh, this is the find the thing that's not supposed to be there anomaly type game. The Bornless.
Ashes to ashes, and dust to dust.
So far, not seeing a ton of these games where I'm like, yeah, this looks like it's something I'd really want to play. There's been a couple, but I see the PlayStation did their texture look is in. A lot of these games seem to be going for that vibe. Okay. Oh, this is very Resident Evil coded. This game does not look remotely close to being done. I like this.
more fantastic trailers there. Let us know if any of them caught your eye using the hashtag.
Kind of dragged on.
And now we can go through another segment of 10 trailers, beginning with The Cave Diver, which is a physics-based horror game doing the one thing that I dread the most in the entire world, crawling through tight, suffocating spaces. Enjoy.
Yeah. My gosh.
Chloe? Harley, what are you doing here?
Another Resident Evil clone. At least this one's a little different. It's got the carnival thing going on with it. Instead of it being another laboratory or industrial complex.
なんでこんなところに。
お昼のニュースの時間になりました。
Oh, it's a little kid.
家に帰りたいよ。
稲と申したがの。
すみません。助けてください。なんか変なのが追いかけてきて。何？バカ野郎！
さりともわらわとは何ともおぞましい。
母さん、もう嫌だよ。
口を開けて。のミラヤ。
お母さん。
Ugh. Horrified Triangles? What a name. Eh. Those jump scares where the light turns off and then turns back on. Those are so telegraphed.
Explosive Scott, let's dispose of my ship. Goes dark to act that they are mad. You stay. That packet have blood sword. Every transport. You dare to eat that. I'm sure John shot was a tawny.
Okay. Mr. Meat. Ooh, sci-fi horror. Oh, this is the one with the nun. This one looked really interesting. Mostly because, like, when you see a game like that, like, a lot of these games are just kind of like, they're spooky games. And you roll your eyes and you're like, yep, I've seen this kind of thing a million times. But when you see an interesting twist on the formula, it's usually because you've seen so many games of a certain type that, like, now when somebody puts an interesting wrinkle on it, it now just kind of stands out to you a lot more than it probably should. You know, like the idea of like a space station overrun by monsters is pretty, you know, pretty blasé at this point. But what if the station was actually a religious place with sci-fi nuns? In that case, you look at that and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see the uniqueness here. So, you know, it's a nun trying to survive in a place of monsters. Cool. You know, we can work with that. So, you know, that is interesting. That is like something that stands out. Or that game earlier with the bicycle, you know, somebody's riding a bicycle. You know, you don't see a lot of horror games where somebody's riding a bicycle. You know, that kind of stuff, it sticks out to me and makes it seem more interesting to me than like some of these other ones where it's like, yeah, it's a Resident Evil clone or another first person boomer shooter, you know, like they're cool. People will play them, but like, I don't necessarily think that they'll have any staying power. Because they're just not very unique. But a lot of these games, they're not bad. Like, I haven't seen any games I don't have any interest in playing. But like, a lot of them just, so far, it's just been a sea of games with very few standouts. Okay. She's skateboarding, all right. Silly Polly Beast. That looks like it could be interesting. It's a bit like Resident Evil Outbreak.
Right, guys, we have made it to the world premiere section of our showcase, so I hope you're excited for some brand new horror trailers. We're kicking off this section with Oxide Room 208, a sequel to Oxide Room 104 that features 8 people trapped in an experiment, and it gets really icky and goopy, so I hope you're looking forward to that, and a really nasty, gory trailer. Enjoy, as Phil says.
Let's see, Josh. I honestly thought you were smarter than your buddy. No. You
You screwed it up. You screwed it up like all those useless people out there. And that's why you're in here. And that's for you, Catherine! Don't be afraid to come to me. We'll have a good time playing together.
I have no idea what I'm watching. Yeah, that was a mess.
Hi, I'm David, the solo developer of Nedra, an atmospheric survival horror game inspired by Lovecraftian terror. I'm excited to show you one of the game's most important survival mechanics in this new gameplay trailer. In Nedra, you will find yourself trapped in the haunting silence of an abandoned Soviet station, where all previous explorers have vanished without a trace, leaving you to uncover the chilling truth. Managing your body temperature is the key to surviving both the Polar Night and the Frostwalkers, creatures that hunt by sensing warmth. To survive, you must become as cold as the world around you. Sometimes that even means eating the parasitic worms that crawl from Frostwalker corpses. It's repulsive, but it's your only shot at staying hidden. Every time you warm up, you risk exposing yourself. In the cold, they are unstoppable, fast, aggressive and brutal. But in warmth, their bodies break down. That's the only chance to fight back, if you are willing to take it. This is what Nedra is about, survival at any cost. You're not just battling the cold, you're adapting to it, and making choices that define your path through the nightmare. If you survive long enough, you will discover that something far older and far worse lies beneath the ice. Thanks for watching. I hope you are ready to face the freezing dark when Nedra launches on Steam, June 23.
That could be interesting. Okay, so Resident Evil Silent Hill type game. Kinda. That looks so janky.
Hello， 你是谁？那边有危险啊！不要快点离开啊！
所以我们现在怎么办？
我不懂嘞。
Parasomnia. New demo out on Steam. Okay. You've changed. Or you've
I'm
chonged.
Durat from Jab Arcade. My coder Jake can't be here as he is currently scrambling to polish up the demo for Steamfest. But we are currently working on our first indie horror project, The Dark Delivers. It's a night-based survival horror game with a mix of investigation and tension. You play as a package inspector at Postal Sector 7. Your job? Meet your nightly quota by inspecting packages, while also trying to not die from workplace hazards. As you crawl through the story mode and just barely survive, we've got a set of challenge modes waiting for you, each one designed to crank up the pressure. First up, Blackout. Postal Sector 7 decided your office lights weren't worth the power bill. You're in the dark with only your flashlight to rely on. Good luck. Next up, Stealthy. Our favourite creeper, C-52, has figured out a way to move without making a sound. That audio cue you used to rely on? Gone. Better keep your eyes peeled. Challenge 3, and C-13 usually gives you 2 strokes before ripping your face off with his maw. But everyone has their off days, and today, they're just giving you 1 chance. Better not mess up any packages. Here's sensitive ears. Need more stress? The 4th challenge ramps up your quota and speeds up the conveyor belt. Can you keep up, or will you start guessing under pressure? And finally, Nightmare Mode. Every single challenge at once. C-52 quietly snaking around in the dark, C-13 on edge, packages flying in faster than ever, and all of that in the dark? Should be a fun shift. The Dark Delivers demo should be live now. We'd love for you to go check it out, and maybe survive a few nights at Postal Sector 7. Thanks for listening. Have a good one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I am officially tired. I don't know if I have another hour in me for this. I didn't realize this was this long. Well, I'm coming back to stream later today. Yes, I promise. I'm actually coming back to the stream later today. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to kind of wrap things up. I hate doing this. I'm just really tired and I'm starting to nod off and I don't want to fall asleep while watching this. Even sped up, some of these trailers are just kind of like, you know. So yeah, I've had a good stream today. I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate the raid and everything. So yeah, you know, good conversations and talks and stuff. I'll be back with more energy tomorrow, and I'm gonna try and stream a little earlier just to kind of, you know, have more time to do things. So I do have the Hellas Us demo that I want to try out. Maybe some other stuff too. So yeah, we'll be back and we'll get to more stuff. So yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Take care wherever you are. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you on the next one.